Here we are right back again. This is 5 Minutes With. I'm your host, Jamar Suber. And as you know, every day I talk to amazing entrepreneurs and executives who push us to go higher. And today, ma'am, I'm with the amazing Coach Alex Collier of Edward Waters University. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Man, good to have you here.
Man, one call it great, man. At least not yet, for my opinion, man. At least not yet.
Well, listen, man, you are doing your thing at Ed Waters.
Man, I appreciate it.
Talk to us about the journey of becoming a college, HBCU football coach.
Man, this journey has been pretty interesting, man. I've started at Troy University, kind of started what you guys are doing, you know, video kind of stuff. And I mean, video team highlights. Coach Neil Brown was head coach at West Virginia. You had to kind of get that through him, man. And I just kind of always stayed around the game, always knew the game I played, but never had that opportunity to try to, you know, walk on and take that next step. I had my daughter very, very young. So I just kind of thought of different avenues to try to make myself stay around the game. And, man, after that, kind of just met Coach Poe, who's at Missouri right now, and kind of was in his room, and I kind of just stayed and grew, man. And God blessed me with the opportunity to come back home. And, of course, I took that and ran with it, man. And, I mean, I've been other places, you know, Minnesota, Oklahoma, Georgia, to name a few, but there's nothing like home. And to come back home and help, you know, I like to say turn up the school and get guys from Florida, man, and stay home versus going to Georgia, Alabama, you know, Louisiana. And, man, it's been a beautiful journey, beautiful opportunities, and I wouldn't want to have it any other way, man. And it's not done yet. The story is unfolding right now as we speak.
You've had an amazing journey. Before we got on camera, we started to talk about presence.
For sure.
Being present.
For sure.
You wanted to come back home to Jacksonville.
For sure.
How important was it for you to come back home and be present in the areas you needed to be present in?
Man, that's a great question. I just think it was something that God had written in my story, to come back home. You know, in this coaching profession, it's rare for a cat to go back home and be at a college hometown. I was able to do it twice. Before JU got rid of their program, I kind of helped out with them, kind of one of my first gigs right out of college, and then left, did what I did. But to be the presence in the community is just giving back. You know what I mean? Just to give guys a sense of, hey, I can do what they did. And even guys who are much better than me are already doing things like that. But, you know, just to give back and walk the same neighborhoods that I grew up in, just to be, how can I put, no, I hate the term role model, but I mean, something that somebody can look up to and say, hey, man, he did that. I could do it too. You know what I mean?
We're not perfect, but someone has to be the role model.
Hey, I like that.
To be the role model. Absolutely.
For sure.
So you have a background in journalism.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk to us about it.
Man, I went to school here. So here's how that story went. Went to Troy. Surprisingly enough, the director of the program at the time was from Jacksonville. He went to Lee, actually. And so that kind of just made it feel like home, man. And everything you could think of for us, like, I guess that's why they call me the one who's good at computers on steroids, because I can do whatever, man. Whatever you think, PowerPoint, what is it, Premiere Pro, any other editing stuff that you guys are used to and do, I kind of did in school. It was more multimedia per se, because they were going from print. And so I actually wanted to work for Ebony Magazine at one point, man, and wanted to do that. I had the opportunity to work with a magazine called Leading with Lee, which was a dope opportunity back then, man, being so young, 19 years old, 2014, and just kind of getting that experience because I did want to work with that. But, I mean, as journalism was unfolding around the times from newspapers, that's kind of how I started transitioning my mind. Like, coaching kind of found me. I kind of wanted to be in, like, the front office somewhere. Doing something of that nature. I can never forget, I just was looking at front office GM jobs of NFL and just looking at their salaries, and I'm like, yeah, journalism probably probably not gonna be for me. But I love it, man, and I think that's what kind of helps me be a little different, because I do have that background, and it makes moments like these so beautiful and so easy for me, because I know what you guys are trying to accomplish and what's the back end. But I love it. I wouldn't have it study anything else personally.
Coach, we're going to have to go ahead and wrap up, but I want to tell you what I love about your story. I love the fact that you didn't allow not going to the league or pursuing beyond, say, high school football and these things to stop you in your tracks.
For sure.
You know, you are a role model. You are to be commended for keeping going and keeping a dream in front of you, man.
For sure, man.
So thank you for coming on to the show.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man.
If you want to learn more about Coach Collier and Edward Waters University, tune in to dailynewsnetwork.com. I'm your host, Jamar Suber. Thank you for watching 5 Minutes With.